So what are degrees of freedom? Well, informally, we can define degrees of freedom as a way of keeping score. A data set contains several observations, let's say a sample size of n, and they constitute n individual pieces of information. Now, these pieces of information can be used either to estimate parameters or variability. And in general, each item being estimated costs 1 degree of freedom, whereas the remaining degrees of freedom then are used to estimate variability. So all you really need to do is count properly. When it comes to studying means, we start off with a sample size of n. We have one parameter, which we call the mean, so that needs to be estimated. So that leaves n minus 1 degrees of freedom for estimating variability. So when it comes to inference on single means, we'll use the degrees of freedom of n minus 1. That is, degrees of freedom is the sample size minus 1. Alright, so let's find the degrees of freedom if the sample size is 8. Well, 8 minus 1 is 7 degrees of freedom. If the sample size is 17, that would be 16 degrees of freedom. If the sample size was 5,023, there would be 5,022 degrees of freedom.